MSI laptops are well known for providing excellent value in their component rosters while holding onto chunkier chassis designs to keep costs down. In a world moving towards slimline machines, these are definitely outliers. The MSI Crosshair 15 R6E is firmly in its Army's camp, with a hefty weight and stout design. However, there's plenty of power in this 2022 workhorse, and with a unique Rainbow Six design, it's set firmly apart from the competition on the shelves. We got our hands on an iSven 12700H/RTX 3070 configuration, currently retailing at $1,799/P1899, and put the mid-range rig through its paces to see how well it compares to the best gaming laptops released this year. Design. The design of the MSI Crosshair R6E is definitely its most defining characteristic. Fans of Rainbow Six will be particularly enamored with these yellow accents and in-game motifs. But even those who haven't dabbled, the Crosshair ships with a game code to cover you there will find this aesthetic pleasing. While the vast majority of gaming laptops look to slink into the background with all black chassis, the Crosshair wants to stand out. The keyboard sports a graduated shift from a bright yellow top, down through a darker green, and into the black of the rest of the build, with an angular yellow triangle cutting across the right-hand side of the lower deck. Such a color scheme has the potential to feel cheap, ruining a premium piece of kit with garish insignias. However, the Crosshair sidesteps such a trap with a flourish. While vibrant and fun, these accents never felt gaudy. All of this is complemented with a bright set of yellow WAS keys as well. Overall, it's an intriguing aesthetic, and one that works hard to keep your machine from feeling too generic. I say too generic because this is still an outdated chassis design. From the thickness of the build overall to the angular lines and panels running up the lid, the Crosshair still feels like it's been left in 2009. This is compounded by the thicker bezels running around the display. The design that makes the Crosshair R6E feel significantly cheaper than its $1,799 MSRP by 2022 standards. Features. The new MSI Crosshair 15 R6E comes packed out with Intel's latest 12th generation processors, an impressive feat considering the starting prices of RTX 3070 models. We are starting to see these current generation CPU making their way to more affordable machines these days. But the Crosshair seems to be among the cheapest rigs offering such specs. The MSI Pulse line, for example, has been refreshed with a similar spec sheet and hit the market at over $2,000. However, it is easy to identify where sacrifices have been made to keep costs down. Aside from the chunkier chassis form factor, there's no customizable RGB in the keyboard. Instead, you're limited to 4 zones of blue, yellow, green, and white, and the deck itself has some considerable flex under it. His is by no means the worst keyboard on a gaming laptop, but with a mush feel and particularly wide set keycaps, I didn't find it nearly as precise or satisfying as that found on an Alienware laptop, for example. You are, however, picking up a small number pad to the right, a rarity in the 15.6-inch form factor. Performance. For its larger chassis and louder fans, the MSI Crosshair 15 R6E certainly cranks out some solid. I was blown away by the smooth performance on offer here. Whether ziplining through the jungles of Shadow of the Tomb Raider or speed scrolling across a stuffed Planet Coaster map, the Crosshair didn't feel like it ever gave up a frame at high settings. Pushing things to their limits did drop us below 6 fps in more demanding titles struggling to hit the threshold in Red Dead Redemption, Total War, 3 Kingdoms, and Metro Exodus. Considering you can spend far more on a slimline machine and still not post these numbers, though, the overall result is impressive. Not only that, but the Crosshair managed to blitz its way through more intense stress tests. That 20,377 fire strike score is stunning at this price point, as is the 10,056 times by posting. My only concern with the everyday running here is the Crystal Disk Mark score. The Ssds on offer here are slower than average, another cost-cutting measure. On paper, these scores are significantly lower than other machines we've tested. In practice, I didn't notice too much grinding when booting games and loading scenes. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.